Greetings and hello, my name is CG Plays and welcome to Bio Prototype, and I don't know why it says trial version in the bottom right. I bought this. I think that is supposed to mean early access is what that's supposed to be. The only character available at the start is Stomy, who has 3 health and no special abilities. I'm going to skip stage 0 because it's just kind of like a tutorial stage, and I don't think I need a tutorial because I watched somebody else play for 10 minutes, so I know what's going on. We'll start with stage 1, which has 15 waves. I've already read the tutorial, but there's a few things I'd like to point out. Namely this right here. So cells are our currency. Flask, this is like Brotato. If I don't pick up all my cells before the waves end, they get saved up and I can kind of get them at the next wave because like enemies will drop them with like double value. So it doesn't matter if you miss some cells, you'll get the next wave. There's a lot going on here with the organs and all this. I'll explain it when we get to it. It's kind of complicated and I don't want to do it all at once and overwhelm you at the start here. And yeah, I guess we'll jump right into it. So we're this guy right here and move around WASD. Whoops. I don't know why the tutorial just popped up again. That's a bit weird. All right, so we got this little thing above our head, that little tentacle looking thing that's shooting. We kill these enemies. They're getting popped on the head. I don't think the sound effects are loud enough. Try that. How's that? Still not hearing any sound effects. I guess these guys just don't make sound effects when they get hit. That's fine. It's early access, work in progress. I think eventually the developer will add sound effects to the monsters get hit with the weapons, right? Got some loot here. I don't know why, what triggered us getting loot, but I'll take it. Oh, maybe we finished the wave? So our reward here is an organ, the nerve of the boxer. This vessel amount is important. We always want things with a high vessel amount. And what this will do is it'll activate the organ on the right side of it when the organ on the left hits any target. Bit complicated, we'll go over that later. Space to continue, we'll take this. Or maybe it's like a chest. I'm not sure what triggers the loot rewards. Clearance rewards, this is what you get for like beating the wave. I only see one that has the vessel amount, so we're probably going to want this. Offspring of the Imp. Generate imps that last for a duration when activated. Imps cannot move but can be damaged by you. Each organ is located between this organ and brain, reduces fertility by 20%. So I guess we'll take this, and it's going to give us another one. That's pretty generous. I think we're going for the limb, the germ rat. It gets 1 vessel amount, which is good, and launches a short-range attack and circle in front of you and activate it. I think we want that. We'll take that. So we're about to start wave 2. Before we go to battle, we can do things here. The mutation is where you equip your organs to like upgrade yourself. The culture is where you go to spend your cells. I can't afford any yet, but you could once you get enough cells, you can like improve your hit points or get your brain to you can have more brains. We'll go over that in a little bit. We can improve our pickup range, whatever. Can't afford any yet. Test is where you test out your new builds before you go to a new wave. This game is like Brotato combined with other things. It's neat. Mutation, though, we'll go into here. All right, so on the left side here, this is our brain. Like, this is where it all starts here. And then this is where our abilities start going in. So we start off with these 2 abilities. We just had these. So this right here is the spine of the white fox. Basically, there's 2 different types. There's, see how this one has a circle around it? And this one has like kind of like a diamond. This one kind of has a diamond. So the circle ones are, I think they're called like activators or something like that. And these ones are like the actual like spells or abilities. So basically the circles trigger the diamonds. So this one is a circle, and yeah, I'm gonna call them activators. So and what it does is it activates the right side organ periodically, namely every 1 second. So every 1 second, this sends a signal to trigger this. And it has efficiency of 120%, which means it'll do this thing's damage of 9 gets multiplied by that 1.2, so it'll actually do a little bit more than 9 damage. And efficiency can also like affect other things as well. Not sure if it affects like crit rate or whatever, but certain things. And this is the tentacle that's on top of my guy's head. This is the damage, all its stats here, 1 projectile, and that activates, every time this thing sends a signal to it. And since it has a vessel amount, it creates a new slot to put abilities in over to the right of it. But it has right side compatibility of nerve and spine, which means only nerve and spine things can go over here. So if I click this tile right here, the only thing that can go in here will be highlighted green, which is this. This can't go in there because it is a nerve, but it needs to be a circle thing that goes here. So we can drag the nerve of the boxer into there. And then, since it has a vessel amount 0, it creates a new vessel to the right of it. And this one is a triangle. You can see the shape right there is a triangle. And it has a lot of compatibility, a lot of different things can go in there right there. So we click this, and we can put in, let's see, this one right here is highlighted green. So we can drag the limb of the germ rat into it. And all of a sudden, we now have a new thing in our chain. So my brain over here on the left is going to send a signal to this, which is going to send a signal over to you to activate every 1 second. It's going to activate this, and you're going to do your damage 9 times 1.2. And then this thing over here is going to activate this organ to the right while the left side organ hits a target. So the way this works is this doesn't activate it based on a timer. It based on anytime this organ on the left hits a target. So anytime this thing, every 1 second this gets fired, if it hits something, it will then activate this. That's how the nerve of the boxer works. And the efficiency is 27%. So actually the damage of this on the right is actually going to be pretty weak. It's only going to do 1 damage per hit, which is not super great, but, well, that's its efficiency, so you get what you get, right? I don't have a slot I can put you in yet, so that's all we can do. I hope I explained that well enough. Let's go to the test and check it out here. So we go here, and as you can see, as my little guy fires the bullet, it, every time the bullet hits something, the new circle thing activates, and that's what's going on there. So my tentacle's firing the little ball, and the ball hits things, and then the explosion is the limb of the germ rat activating. And as we equip things, they show on our character as well. Now, if you want to, you can actually rearrange these things a little bit. And now, all of a sudden, I have my spine, and the white fox is going to activate this AoE thing once every second. And then when this hits something, this will activate to send the little the ball attack from the tentacle, the pupa here, and we can try that out. And now I've got a nice little AoE thing here, which, ow, why am out? You can get hit in this, hurt in this apparently. So oddly enough, my little AoE thing doesn't actually like count as hitting these targets, which is a bit weird. So I don't know why that is. You think they'll hit, but we'll keep it like this. Nope, it's just not registering hits at all. I think we glitched out the test area here. You don't work? Okay, that works. We're gonna leave. Go here, swap them out, go back in the test. And do you want to work this time? Yeah, okay, now it's working. Yeah, it's nice. Got a nice little AoE and it hits them. Cool. We'll keep it like this though. And what I'm going to do is we're going to the next wave here. To speed up the rest of the video, I think what I'll do is I'll go into that menu and I'll try all the things out, find out the variation that I like the best, and then test them out. And I won't show you the process of me trying out all the different variations. I'll just show you the final product. Like, okay, I tried out this, that, and that, and here's the one that I like. But this seems to be working pretty well. We throw our little attack, and it's doing damage. You got 5 seconds. I do want to get more of these cells, but if you don't get them, that's not a big deal. They'll still get stored up for the next wave. Also, you can recycle organs if you wanted to get some. If you get organs you don't want, you can recycle them to get some cells, which is fine. Seems like it took some inspiration from Rotato and then like went like just crazy with it with the insanity, which I like. So it looks like the spine of the mammoth is just a better version of spine of the chimpanzee. They both have 1 vessel mount. They both activate the right side organ periodically, but this one does it with way better efficiency, which is good. You want this number really, really high, and a higher attack rate. It's just like twice as good as that one. And it's got like more, and it also has root compel. Like it's just a vastly superior version of this. And the spine of the jackal is even worse than the spine of the chimpanzees. There's definitely certain spines that are way better than others. So we'll get the spine of the mammoth. That's great. Looks like we get 2 upgrades per 2 organs per wave, it seems like. It seems I've begun the same choice again. I think this one has slightly different numbers than the other one. Was it 2.6 on the other one? I guess like it's RNG, what the numbers are a little bit on the spines. It's still way better than the other ones. They really just gave me the same choice 2 times in a row. Okay, I did some testing. It turns out we made some bad choices here, and I misunderstood how these work. The spine of the mammoth, the 3.26, that means it attacks once every 3.26 seconds. I'll show you. So I have the spine of the mammoth equipped here, and it actually attacks very slowly, but it does more damage. So spine of the mammoth is a big creature, attacks slowly, but hits hard. Whereas the spine of the white fox over here, if you put that at the start there, attacks more frequently. So you like the rate is actually how quickly it attacks. So this where was it? So like the offspring of the imp will trigger very slowly. So here's how much faster the spine of the white fox triggers. So that's good to know. I wasn't able to find a good combination of the way these things worked. I tried it out, but honestly, this is the best we got. I need more. Like the problem is I can't put anything right here after this. And it turns out the imps, I tested them out, they were not very good. Not with what I currently have. They kind of sat there doing nothing. I had one build that had them shooting bullets, but like it was very slow and worse than what I have currently. I don't want to buy anything just yet. I don't really care about hit points or movement speed or crit chance just yet. So we're going to go back into the next wave here. And we're basically using the same build as a previous wave here. Well, yeah, as these, see how the number here on the bottom left there, the flask is going down and the cells are giving me like 2 per pickup right now. That's because of it's got like the Brotato like finance saving mechanic. Don't get hit here. Okay, maybe some movement speed would not be a terrible choice here, or actually having a better understanding of how to play the game and picking better choices here. Oh, got some kind of pickup there. I don't know what that was. So they're having too quick for my eye to see. All right, maybe movement speed would be a wise life choice and venture. I'm thinking yes that I want this in my life. All right, pretty good wave though. Ooh, does that automatically pick up? I hope I did. I hope maybe it automatically picked up there. I think maybe maybe that's what the loot is. Maybe loot is just stuff that was on the ground that either like I picked up during the wave or automatically gets picked up, I think. So here we have the intestine of the monolith. It has a vessel mount, which is good. Some of them can have 2, actually. Spread effects on the right side organ on ground. Interesting. It triggers very slowly. Has good damage, though. Has a nice radius, and can have those on the right of it. Okay. Retrieve unpicked up organs plus 30. No! So if I don't pick up an organ off the ground, it just turns into 30 cells. Boo! No. I guess I missed out on one, so you do want to pick them up, if I understood that correctly. So the nerve of the raptor will activate the right side organ only when the left side organ deals critical strikes. So unless you have a critical strike build going, this probably won't be very good. But the nerve of the boxer activates the right side organ when the left side... It's the same one we already have, but I don't want something that has no vessel on the right of it because it ends your chain, so... Honestly, having one of these at the end is fine because you can only have so many per thing. I might get one of these, actually, because I don't really want another one of these. I'll grab you. And we got another option as well. If you want to, while you're doing this, you can press tab and check to see, oh, what do I need over here? I need a nerve thing to go here. So if I could find a nerve circle, if I can get a nerve circle, that'd be good, you know. But there are none. No nerves here to be had, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go for the lung here, actually, because I like the sound of atomizing the effect of the right side organ, making it surround, and it fires fairly quickly, so I think that's cool. We'll take that. Wait, I get 3? Let's go. I almost feel like they give you too many organs in between rounds, honestly. I've got another lung of the bullfrog here. I don't really want to get a duplicate, but I don't like this just gives me movement speed. This gives increased organ damage when activated. Alright, finally get 2 lung of the bullfrogs. I might need them. So since the tentacle of the worm has no vessel amount on it, if I put it on the right here, it just ends the chain, so... And the chain can have up to 8, and this is on this current brain. You can actually get more brains, I think. So this chain can have up to 8, but I can get other brains somehow activated later on. For now, I'm going to put you at the end of the chain, I think, maybe. Also, there is there's certain organs that have like a decay mechanic. The farther they are away from the brain, the more decay they have. So this is 1 spot away, so it's minus 20%, which means it doesn't do its job quite as well. So certain organs need to be closer to the brain. As opposed to farther away, and the imp is one of them. So as I was moving pieces around here, on this tab over to the right, this appeared right here where it shows the spine of the mammoth. And if I put the spine of the mammoth... So basically I was doing my test and moving pieces around, and this popped up as I did combinations, and I can click search and it shows spine of the mammoth. I don't understand what this is telling me. I can press this button right here, and then it clears, and nothing happens. So I don't know what that's about, and it's not explained in the tutorial, so if anybody knows what that means, tell me in the comments down below, because I'm clueless on what that means or does. Now it happened again with like the nerve followed by this little... It really wants to show it's something to do with this is relevant. I don't know what it's all about. Also, there's this thing that comes up occasionally when I put a spine in over here. In certain places, it'll say not enough duration. I don't know what that means. Again, if anybody knows, tell me in the comments down below. But this is what I came up so far. Got the spine of the fox, to the limb of the germ rat, into the nerve of the boxer, the tentacle, then the spine, which might not even work properly, so I'm not even sure the tentacle of the worm's activating. But it's a nice little AoE around us, and when it hits them, it shoots these extra projectiles, so sure, maybe that'll work. I think overall, I've done a bad job of choosing my organs, which makes sense. It's my first time playing the game. Hello, you guys. All right, we're doing all right, I guess, yeah. It's a nice AoE protection for ourselves here, but yeah, not the best build so far, because I haven't done a good job of making sure that I can actually, like, link the organs together. Who's this weird-looking dude with the eyeballs looking at us, or, I don't know, like, are those supposed to be, like, ribs on you? I don't know, you're very durable, whatever you are. The AoE is kind of nice protection, though. I did not remember to spend upgrades in the other menus. That's a thing. I took that guy out. Ooh, did you drop some goodies for me? You did? Chill out, my dudes. Don't hurt me, please. Thank you. I would like to actually take this guy out, so I need to stay fairly close to them, because I think you drop goodies for us there. Y'all need to chill out. Okay, we got hurt there. That's not super ideal. Now all these guys are dying in one hit. Not amazing for me. Yes, give me this. Oh, no, we missed it. All right, we got a bit of loot here. So yeah, I picked up all the organs. So if you don't pick up an organ, it just gives you. So you really need to pick them up. Get on the nerve of the boxer. Don't need it. I guess I can sell for scrap. In our clearance reward here. So before I pick my rewards, I need to look at what I actually need. I'm not able to actually use my lungs or the intestine of the monolith here, because I don't have any wings or belly or poison bag. So I need to look for triangle things, you know, actual abilities to have a wings or belly or poison bag tag above them. And right now we have all circles, which is not what we're really looking for here. Maybe I'll go for the cochlea of the cat here, because it sounds cool. Activate the right organ while effects of the left side expire. Sounds good. I can refresh for 10. Actually, that's something I should actually do sometimes. Ooh, we got a belly here and a poison bag. Either of these would be actually able to be used. damage over time. I think I'd prefer instant damage. This also appears to be a damage over time. You put a blaze stack on them, and then once the blaze stack is like expires, it does explosion damage. So it's not instant damage. I'd prefer instant damage. All right, the swordfish here fires projectiles when activated, so that's more instant damage. The question is, do I even think that I can even activate a tentacle? Is the real concern. Yes, the spines can activate tentacles, so that's not a problem. I've got plenty of things, and the nerve as well, so lots of things can activate tentacles, so we can work with that. So I will get the tentacle of the swordfish and hope for the best. It seems that when it says not enough duration, it just doesn't work or activate. So I've got this thing over here. Maybe I can try it with, I don't know, maybe the imps over there, and it just, no, it works. It triggered the imp. Okay. I guess it does work when it says not enough duration, I guess. Just for whatever reason, this one doesn't work when it's in that slot. Well, this one doesn't work either. It's still only doing the first one here when I got the tentacle there, so it'll fire the imps will work here. Not that they do anything, but the other ones will. So I don't know. It doesn't work quite properly. I don't know what's going on with this thing. If it says not enough duration, I think it's just you don't want it there. I mean, I guess if you think about it logically, you really only want like one spine in your system. Maybe that's the problem. You can only have one spine in the system. You know, apply some real world logic to this. You only get one spine, right? All right, so I put the tentacle earlier up, use the nerves to connect with the limb of the germ rat and that there. And I've got the tentacle of the worm at the end here, but this got not enough duration, so I'm not sure if that's even working. But this is the results so far. We shoot 3 bullets at once, got the explosions, then shoots a bunch more bullets out. So overall, it seems like a little bit of improvement there, and I think we can try and work with this. Also, I should actually spend some upgrades here, right? Definitely need some more movement speed, so I'm going to go ahead and buy myself one of these. Ooh, you gain an additional set of brain per level, total +0 to additional sets. Yes, more brains. That's what we're talking about. Needed that earlier, right? And let's improve our organ quality. 5% increased rarity of organs per level, so we can get like better organs. And now I have, you can see a second brain up here. And the question is, how do I see you click it, and now you're switched over to the other brain here. Oh, okay. So like these things over here that don't seem to be working, I can maybe take off of there and then put them over here. Start off with a nice spine of the mammoth here, maybe. And the imp, I guess I'll put the imp down, but I'm not sure it actually works properly. All right, I've got the spine here, and then the offspring of the imp, and then spine and the tentacle of the worm, and we can go over into the test and see what we're doing now. So I've got the little imp is following me around, and yeah, okay, so I got this little, oh, I see. So like the little imp is just like showing me that I have the imp as, that's like a cosmetic there, and these are the actual imps I'm spawning like every 6 seconds, and honestly it seems pretty good. Okay, so note to self, the tiny one is just like your little visual that you have that organ equipped, and it's not actual imp that's going. Okay, cool. And I think we're in business now, and you know, every 6 seconds I'll drop an imp and they stay there for a while and they'll help me shoot and attack, and oh yeah, now we're getting strong. This game is supposed to be like one of the biggest broken build simulator games that like in existence right now. I just need to like, you know, learn how to play the game better, and I think we're getting there. You got this big guy coming after us. I need you to chill. I'm definitely feeling a lot stronger. We took that guy out a lot quicker. Yeah, now we're starting to get a broken builds going. Now that we've unlocked a second brain and we've learned how to actually, you know, be more intelligent. This is definitely a game where you can't just like blindly pick upgrades. You need to like actually think and be like, okay, I need this thing to connect to this thing, and that's not going to work unless I have this right there. And I like that. I think it's that's what will make the game interesting. These guys have so much hit points. It's actually crazy. It's very important to pick up these organs before the wave ends. I took damage to make it happen, but if you don't pick up the organ before the wave ends, like it just gets converted into cells, which is a problem. Ooh, here we go. Belly the Fire Lizard. This has 2 vessel mounts. This is where your little combos start to get crazy when you get like 2 vessels. It's really good. Finally got one of these. And some nice right side compatibility with things like the cochlea and whatever. So the way Blaze works is you inflict Blaze on target for duration when active. So when you activate it, it hits Blaze on the enemy. You can stack it multiple times, and each stack has its own duration. When the duration of, so like a timer, when the timer of Blaze stack ends, or the unit dies, the Blaze stacks are consumed, triggering explosion. So once the time, you hit them with fire, when the timer runs on that particular stack of fire, explosions boom. And you got Nerve of the Box again. I think the nerves are good for like, you know, just connecting things. You want lots of nerves. Probably want different types of nerves though eventually. Oh, hello. Spine of the chimpanzee. Oh, I see. That's the rarity. So that's the rarity. So this color here, that gray there is like a common. This might be like a legendary maybe. I don't know what's the rarity order here, but that seems pretty good. Gets a vessel mount 2, activates the right side organ periodically, attacks very quickly, has nice efficiency. That's really, really good. We want that. These are all back to all commons here. I might just grab another... We've got lots of spines. Let's get another Cochlea of the cat here. Actually, you know what? Let's refresh. Refresh for maybe like a weapon. Hello, limb. Our first limb. Oh, this is... this got better rarity. This is like blue rarity. 4 damage, duration 3 seconds, infinite max stacks. Deal damage over time to target when activated, which is nice. But, I mean, I'm just going to skip it just to show off the limb of the giant. Because it has a vessel, you can make for better chains. The problem is it has no vessel. Launch a short-range attack in a rectangle in front of you and activated big damage. Got some nice crit chance. Yeah, we'll get that. And yeah, it gives us 3. I almost feel like it gives us too many upgrades in between levels. I think I'll pass on the 2 spines. You know, I'm going to refresh again. It only costs 10. Oh, hello, belly. And it's a higher rarity. It's a rare. Vessel mount 1. Inflict trauma on the target for a duration when activated. Trauma can be stacked multiple times, though each stack has its own duration. Trauma deals damage to the target each time it is applied a new trauma stack. This damage is based on stack. Okay, so the first time you hit it with trauma, it's not going to do any damage. But the next time you hit it with trauma, it'll deal 4 damage. And then you hit it again, then it'll probably do 8. The next time it'll do 12. So you want something that makes this fire rapidly is what you want. So you want to like a quick spine to the left of this. I think is what you want. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves one of these belly of the blood coral there, and well, I'm gonna do some making over here. I actually do like the way the imps just sit there and fire out attacks for me, so I'm gonna keep you there for sure. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go put the spine, let's make the first one really strong. Put the spine of the chimpanzee over here, and now we have 2 paths we can work with, so we can have 2 things going on here. Let's actually let's just put all this over on this one for now. We can worry about that later. I like those going on there. I like the imp doing its imp things. I don't know what just happened, but I think I accidentally deleted or glitched something. I had something that had a vessel amount of 2, and it was like a circle thing, and I dragged it and like let go over here, and now it's like gone. Oh, I see. I accidentally dragged onto here. Okay, so apparently you can accidentally do that. Okay. I was trying to get clever by putting like a lot of paths on one brain, but you're still limited to only 8, so I think I'm going a bit overkill on here, trying to get to like 3 branches on one brain with only a max cap of 8. It's kind of overkill. Alright, I've created a new build here, which is, I got a little fire around me, and the fire stacks of burning on this, when the countdown goes down, the little limb activates and attacks a bunch of these, and we still have the classic, I shoot the things out and they go boom on them. And this is what it looks like. In brain 1, I've got the spine of the chimpanzee, which leads out into the swordfish and the imp, which gives us the nerve and the spine to connect into the germ rat in the tentacle. And it's like all we got up here. I'll put another nerve here, it's kind of pointless on the right there. And then on the second brain, I have the lung of the bullfrog, which atomizes the effects of the belly of the fire lizard around us, so that's why we have the fire around us. And atomize made, just that surrounds, it turns into like a atomized, aerated thing around us, if you know what atomize means. And then that turns into the cochlea, which activates the thing on the right every time this expires, which is you. So whenever these expire, you get activated and you fire projectiles, and then that triggers the limb of the giant to activate over there. I'm not sure if that's the best way to do it or not, but it's what we're doing. And the intensity of the monolith over here spreads the effect of the trauma on the ground as well, so we have the trauma effects. So like the things that like build up over time are just like atomized and around us, which is kind of neat. So here we go, wave 6. See how we can do here. So this could actually probably take me a good like hour and a half to make each one of these videos just on the recording front, because it takes a while to like figure out what you want to think. I always got these big dudes of yellow going in. Hopefully with the editing you'll get down to a little more watchable size for you, but I definitely spent like several minutes just trying out things to figure out what we like there. Honestly, I feel like what we got going here works pretty well. I do think the developer would do well to put in some sound effects for when the enemies like get hit or take damage or die, because right now it seems very quiet on the sound effects front. It's just kind of like there's the music, there's sound effects when you pick up the little cells, and well, that's really kind of about it. So use a bit more there in my opinion. But honestly, like the stacking and the fire and the limbs punching overall seems to be doing pretty well. Do these big guys drop any loot for us? Doesn't seem like it. Seems like the big dudes that drop loots from the previous round aren't here in this one, so maybe you get more organs early on. I mean, maybe it's smart they give you lots of organ options early on, then they kind of like slow down a little bit, because it does feel like we get overwhelmed for choices with organs. I'm actually going to, I mean, the Spine of the Jackal does fire fairly quickly. Low efficiency. I'm going to refresh. Ooh, price inflation, it's gone up. I like the Retina of the Raven. It's got 1 vessel mount, and it activates the right side organ while hosts affected by the left side die, and it has really good efficiency. So when people die, things get activated. That's good. Ooh, got a heart. Activate the right side organ after 4 seconds without damage taken. So as long as I'm not taking damage, every 4 seconds it'll activate something, which is kind of slow, but it's got really good efficiency. So maybe. I mean, I'll give it a shot. Sure. Got 3 again here. Okay. Get 3 choices. Could get another tentacle. I'm going to re-roll, see what we can get here. More of the same. Anything new? Re-roll, maybe? Limb of the Skeleton. Launch a short-range attack in a cone in front of you and activate it. 15 damage. Seems like a lot and very good crit rate. Nice effective radius. Yeah, I think we do want the Limb of the Skeleton, sure. Go to the culture first, actually. I actually do think I want another brain because we're getting lots of things stacked up. Brains are good. I could just buy a new organ if I feel like I'm not going to use this very often. I think we're drowning in organs. I feel like spending like a 0.1 increased organ drop rate per level seems extremely low and not worth getting at all. Like ever. Unless that scales up a lot. I'll get 1 for science, I'll get 1. Nope, it's just gonna be 0.1%. So if you get 10 levels of this, you'll have a 1% increased organ drop rate per level, which seems very low, but I mean, well, I mean, it's there if you want it. Honestly, an extra 5% crit strike chance, I mean, you know, I'm tempting. But 10% increased base damage might be better. We'll take that. All right, changed up a little bit. I've got, on the 3rd brain, I just got a spine here and the Limb of the Giant, and I can't really do much after that because there's, well, no more. I need more attacky triangle, or diamond things, not triangle, I need more diamond things over there. The middle brain, I think I had to swap out the weapons because the Limb of the Skeleton had no thingy after, so I put it at the end of the chain here, which makes more sense to have end chain things over here. So that's going to activate when the Coccolea does its thing there on this one. And this one, I think it kept the same. And the results are this. Still got the fire thing, and that'll trigger, you know, as we do these things, instead of like the limbs attacking from these things are on fire, the little sword swipes will. And then I occasionally do the little limb punchies around me. I'm not sure if this is better than what I had before, but we're going to try it out. It seems really dark in here. Just like visually, like hard to... Like, why is it so moody in this? Was it always this moody? Or is this the wave a little bit more... Oh, I see different parts of the map are like lighted different by the looks of things. Okay. So far the wave seems fairly easy, which means we're still fairly strong. I haven't got my build as crazy busted, overpowered as I want yet, but hey, it's the first video, right? No need to like break the game to the ultimate nth degree in the first video and leave something for the next video, right? Although I wouldn't mind breaking it on the first video, but the cards fall where they may. RNG is a factor in this game as far as what orders you get, and also just, you know, I gotta learn what things to pick, right? Not getting the big guys that drop anything here. It's just mostly these big yellow dudes that drop nothing. It's weird that like the earlier waves had like tougher enemies with better loot than these later waves, but that's fine, I guess. Hopefully we'll get more loot dropping guys later, maybe, or maybe not. I do feel like they do give us perhaps too many organs, or maybe that's the whole point. Maybe the whole point is to have insane number of organs, insane combos, and just so much to do and build, right? All right, wave done. Got some choice here. I get another Limb of the Skeleton. This Limb of the Skeleton actually has a vessel on it, which is good. I haven't really done the poison bag of the Wyvern. I don't really want damage over time. Problem with the Limb of the Skeleton, the only thing I can do to the right of is a nerve, which is not great. But I do have lots of nerves. I'm actually going to take it because I want the one with the vessel on it. Oh, hello. Tentacle the Beetle and a rare one. Heart of the Wolf. Choices, choices, choices. This one only activates when I take damage, which hopefully I shouldn't be doing very much, so I'm going to pass the Heart of the Wolf. This is just a better version of this, except for the fact it doesn't have the vessel mount, but I can just put it at the end of a thing. It'll be fine. You know, you don't need everything in a vessel. Something's got to end a chain, right? Oh, I think we've done nicely here. I have noticed that my imps aren't actually like working, so I don't know why they're not working. Maybe I set them up wrong, but I'm not super worried about it. So we've got the tentacle of the beetle thing is kind of like a boomerang thing that's doing pretty nice value for us here. And what I did was on the first brain, I got the spine to these two, and then the connectors here, and I've got a tentacle of the beetle at the end there, and this thing, I don't think this is working down here, so I could fix that eventually, but I'm not worried about it too much. And the second brain, I even changed anything? Or I think you're mostly the same. Maybe I with a skeleton at the end there, I don't know. In the third brain, I've got the spine of the mammoth going to the limb of the giant, into the nerd box. I didn't mean to drag and drop that there, and into the limb of the giant rat, and hopefully that's going to do great things for us. We'll go into a battle here and try it out. I do notice that my... ooh, you guys are fast. I need to be careful here. I guess a little bit more movement speed would not be terrible. I forgot to spend my culture stuff again. I spend so much of my brain power trying to get like the build going here that I forgot to spend the culture points, which is not great. Also, I feel like I'm not getting enough value of that one like AoE explosion thing that goes off occasionally. I feel like I could have that positioned differently to get more value would be good. Yeah, we're definitely not as strong this wave as I'd like to be. I think we've actually made ourselves a little bit weaker moving things around. Perhaps more testing is necessary. Ooh, got some loot. Need to get that before it disappears. So somebody's dropping loot around here. Or that like 1.1% chance upgrade I invested in is doing some work here. Aside from the guys that move fast, we're doing fine this wave. I wonder if this game should probably like... They'll probably do well with having like multiple levels and things. It's a game that's being actively developed and worked upon. And there's already lots of characters, like tons of characters to choose from. Like, I don't know, like a dozen or more maybe. So plenty of options there. I want more of these little cells, but you guys are very much in the way. Not that I'm remembering to spend them anyways. You guys are so fast, it's disconcerting. I am staying alive here, so my damage must be clearly decent enough, I would say. So that's something to be had for us. You guys need to chill with the speed, though. Overall, I think we're still viable. Definitely doing all right. Ooh, Tentacle of the Dragon. It's got one vessel mount. 13 damage seems decent. Fires a self-surrounding projectile when activated. This is the stuff I picked up off the ground. It's very important to pick up the stuff off the ground, otherwise you just get cells. I think I like that. That's gonna be good. Wing of the Giant Bat. Grant increased organ damage for duration when activated. So it just buffs the damage of things to the right of it. The buff effect scales the efficiency to the left, so if you have something with high efficiency will make this do really good. So like my heart would combine nicely with the Wing of the Giant Bat, actually. I feel like we are kind of low on nerves, and this like this is a rarer nerve, has a 51% efficiency. So I think I want that nerve. That's good. Ooh, these are new. Tentacle of the Coral. Fire projectiles repeatedly when activated. Only does 4 damage. Nice crit rate, though. Lasts for 1 second. They got good speed. Ooh, 3 of them. Okay. Belly of the Schrodinger's cat. Inflict Wither on the target for a duration when activated. Okay, so what does Wither do? Targets affected die instantly when their hit points fall below a certain threshold. Can't talk. The debuff effect scales the efficiency of the left side organ. So basically, if you hit them with stacks of Wither, once they get below a certain percentage, they died. Right now, the death threshold, so once their hit points get below 7%, they insta-die. That doesn't seem very good, unless it's 7% per stack. So if you hit them with like 5 stacks of Wither, then as soon as their hit points get below 35%, they insta-die. Seems okay, but also seems kind of like gimmicky and hard to get. Against bosses, probably useful. Against little guys, probably not worth it at all. I'm going to go for the Tentacle of the Coral. Yes, fire projectiles repeatedly when activated. I do want that. All right, maybe I should try to fix the imp here. I don't know why you're not working. Maybe replace the spine here with something else other than a spine? Maybe a Lung of the Bullfrog to atomize some effects and have something actually work over here. All right, so I tried changing things around the imp. I got the imp to actually change to a different color, which was interesting, but they're still not actually spawning and doing anything. I changed its color by putting the belly of the blood coral to the right of it after the lung of the bullfrog, but the imps are still not, they're just not being generated. I guess maybe the reason they're not generating is because I don't have enough fertility. Maybe like I've got having 2 paths makes them not appear. All I know is they're not working. I'm actually going to go ahead and buy this final brain here, and I think that'll be useful for us. It occurs to me that without a vessel, the Wing of the Giant Bat's actually not that useful. It grants increased organ damage, but it ends a chain, so what organ is it increasing damage on? The one to the left of it? Not sure what good you are without a vessel. Okay, so it has to do with what's to the left of it. So it says not enough fertility on the imp here, on the 4th brain, when it has like the little spine of the white fox next to it. But if I put like the bigger spine on it, now that thing that says not for fertility, it says it's fine. So apparently you just need to have the right thing to the left of it. Like the heart also doesn't give it to... It still has the decay problem, but it doesn't say like the fertility problem. So it doesn't work with a small spine, I guess. Also, I have no idea what this control plus left click group operation does. I've been trying it and clicking it on things, but nothing happens. All right, we've got to work it now. We've got the imps are actually spawning. I've got them with like the little skeleton limb. Maybe not the best choice weapon on them, but like they'll take out a few enemies with that. Also, I've got the little dragon, whatever it was, spinning around us, and it's got a thing that makes the red circle appear around it, so they're tracking the yellow around me is blaze. They're doing trauma stacks. If they hit things enough, they'll inflict trauma. And I've got all my boomerang stuff going on over here. This is what the first one looks like. I think it's mostly still the same here. This one I think is still most the same as well. I don't think it changed too much here, I don't think. The 3rd brain, I think I might have changed a little bit. I got this here, and then I need to get the limb of the germ rat might be better like this. We could try that out. Then I got the tentacle of the coral at the end there. The 4th brain, I've got the heart into the offspring of the imp, into the spine of the white fox, into the limb of the skeleton. I need another circle thing. I need more nerves. It would be good if I can find some nerves. Test that slight change made. Make sure my one little AoE thing's still getting good value. It still goes off around us periodically, but not very frequently. I could find better use for that, honestly, but I think we'll be fine. Going to the next wave here, wave 9. I've been recording for an hour and 14 minutes already. That tells you how long this is taking here. And that's not counting the time I spent learning the game, watching somebody else for like, 10 minutes or so. This first episode is going to take me 2 hours at this rate, probably just to get it going. Hope you enjoy the editing, and that'll take extra time on top of it. I don't know, we're doing pretty well here though. Like the burn stacks and the trauma stacks and all the attacks. Oh, watch out, big dude! You are so. There we go. The big dudes drop these little slightly bigger cell things, which they have 30 right here, so they drop 30. I think is what it is. So that's a nice little bonus for us. You all come in, big guy. I need to get my imps to have honestly just something stronger and better. Would be nice. I'm not sure if it's better to go for like one really long chain on a brain or to like do like a split thing. I'm starting to think it might be better to have like one really long chain as opposed to a split for more like comboing effects, but well, frankly, I don't know just yet. All I know is I'm bodying these guys, and we've finally got the guys who drop goodies for us here. They are so tanky, but as they should be, because they drop yummies for us. I need you guys to die so I can get this thing that's in there. Come on! Oh, it gets really hard to see where you're at and where the enemies are at. There's just so much going on the screen. It's a classic roguelike game issue where it's like there's a lot going on right now, and I don't know where. Oh, there we go. Wave's done. Here's the loot that we picked up. Belly of the Elite Shoe. Vessel Mount 1. That's good. Inflict shock on the target for a duration activated. Hosts affected by shock take increased damage from all sources. Okay. You electrify them to take more damage. The debuff effect scales with efficiency less, so efficiency makes it stronger. 15% extra damage. I mean, it's legendary, but I mean, it takes an extra slot. I'm not sure I'm going to bother with it. Nice rarity of the Retina of the Raven. That's good. Okay. Activate the right side organ while hosts affected left side organ die. I like that. Very good efficiency. Might replace my other Retina, maybe. A nerve, fantastic, and a good one. Ooh, Nerve of the Raptor. Activate the... Oh, but you have to do critical strikes. Oh, maybe we should put some point into getting some crits then, because that seems pretty good. But we have to like land crits, otherwise it just doesn't happen. A lot of right side compatibility. Those are good choices there. Wouldn't mind having more nerves, honestly, so I might just take this. It's a good rating. Ooh, that's a nice Tentacle of the Fish, though, a legendary, I think. I think yellow's better than blue. Damage 5, 3, nerve and spine on the right. Critical chance 19%. This is really tempting, but I just got a nerve. I'm gonna take that. You take yellow. Oh, hello, Nerve of the Raptor. It's only got one vessel amount. 200% efficiency. I've already got one though. Maybe we re-roll. Tentacle of the Starfish. Fire multiple projectiles encircled and activated. I'm gonna refresh here. A Spine of the Chimpanzee with a triple vessel amount. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. All right. Offspring of the Mutant. What's this? 2 vessels. Okay. Generate mutants that last for a duration when activated. It's still kind of like the imps. Mutants cannot move or get damaged each organ. So it's like the imps. Each organ's locates between this. It's very infrequently, every 10 seconds, but it has 2 vessels. Each organ's locates between this organ and brain, reduces fertility by 20%. Yeah, so it needs to be close to the brain. I mean, I'll try it. A little summon build. Wait, did I get 4 upgrades this time? Or am I tripping? Maybe I re-rolled some. I know. Anyways, Spine of the Mammoth that has a double, which is kind of nice. I mean, yeah, I'll take a double spine. I'm not sure if it's better to have like 2 and have like chaining, or just have like 1 really long chain. I don't know. Well, maybe it's actually better to have 1 vessel and have like 1 long chain, because you only get so many slots per brain, right? I should spend my culture first here. I guess cell duplication is like you invest points here, and then when these cells pick up, you have a chance of like, if you get this early on, you might get more cell money back in later waves. We want lots of crits. I'm just going to put a lot of points into crit here. That's beautiful for us there. That's good. Go ahead and replace that Spine of the Chimpanzee with a better one. Oh, but here's the problem. My brains only have so much capacity. So is it really worth? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I had an extra spot in this brain anyway, so I can just go ahead and slap that tentacle of the worm in there, and that'll add up, I guess. To be fair, I could have just done that anyways, like by doing that. Maybe we keep you here and then just... Oh, I've broken it. Crap. And then here's this nonsense again that I don't know what does. What does this do? What function does this serve? Oh, is that just really like... Oh, is that just like reminding me how I had each thing built out before in case I want to redo it? Oh, now button just clears it. Okay, good to know. All right, I've rearranged everything. So on the first brain, I have the triple Spine of the Chimpanzee thing that's going to do Swordfish, the tentacle, and the boomerang thing here. that just shoots with a spinning projectile. And this one's going to do the nice nerve into like the AoE explosion thing, into another nerve into the tentacle of coral, which shoots some things out. The second brain, the double spine of chimpanzee, is going to do, this one ends here, the limb of the skeleton. Over here we have the offspring of the mutant, which spawns them. It actually turns out it spawns them every time this sends a signal. This is how long they stay around. They last for 10.47 seconds, so there's actually a lot of them. And what these mutants will do is, one, they will atomize the effects of the belly blood corals for like the trauma around them. And they have the spine of the white fox, so very frequently, every 1 second, they will also trigger the tentacle of the dragon thing to like spin around them as well. Over here in the third brain, we have the heart of the Emperyo, so every 4 seconds without taking damage. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Every 4 seconds without taking damage, an imp is spawned, and what happens is the effects of the right side organ will be spread on the ground by this thing, and this is going to get spread on the ground, the shock thing, so they'll have like a little shock area around them periodically. They'll increase the damage taken by everybody around them. And we'll also have the organs are right here. When this expires, this will activate. So the limb of the skeleton will periodically attack. And then the nerve of the boxer links into the tentacle, shooting a little bit 2 damage every here and there. I need more diamond attack things a little bit. We've run out of these. And over here in the fourth, I see why they give you so many because, well, with this many brains, you need a lot of organs, so it makes sense to use so many. But on the fourth brain here, we have the spine of the mammoth with 2 vessels, which gives us up here, well, down here just ends on the tentacle of swordfish, nothing over there yet, which is nice damage here. And I'm trying to set up here for the thing with the crits here, so that's why I have you here, because you have 25% shit crit. I just combined the word crit and hit there. And then this thing, a nerve of the raptor, will activate. I put this here because why not? I don't think it affects anything. There's nothing to write of it, but maybe it does affect back to the left somehow. I don't know. Or across the way. And I got the belly of the fire lizard here, which will give like blaze. So every time this gets a crit, a blaze will activate in I think a circle around us. And this is just setting for the future. And this is what it all looks like. We're going to spawn in here. These little aliens here are summons. I think next time I do it, I'll do like a big rework. I'll show you each one at a time as I add them. That way it's easier to tell what's doing what. But they're summoning. They got red around them. They got things that spin around them. I've got my little limbs that are like, the limbs that I'm shooting are like, they're different. The visuals are different. So like, I think the limbs that I shoot out from periodically to the side there have been changed based on the thing that was applied to them. But like, yeah, there's just a lot going on here, and it's kind of crazy. So we'll take this into wave 10 here and see how it does for us. And I probably should have gotten some more speed, but I think the way this build works, since I'm like the summon dude, I kind of want to stay around one general area. I don't want to like move around too much. And honestly, they're having a hard time even getting to me because of just my, like, I've got some of these little summon dudes that have like summon auras around them. It's really nice protection. Honestly, this is my first time playing this game, and I am genuinely impressed, like with like the level of complexity and the craziness of the builds that can be made with it. Oh, picked up a little organ or something there. I think a little bit more love could be paid to like the sound. There's just like oh, warning. Wait, what? Okay, okay, we have like laser beams moving in us. This is new. There's a boss here. I probably need to kill the boss before the lasers come and get us, I would imagine. Uh-oh, seems a bit dicey. Okay, no, the lasers stop moving after a while, but okay, this makes it a lot harder. We got the boss, and I think the trap's gone. Okay, note to self, that's dangerous. Oh, I got hit again by something I couldn't see, but unfortunate. I do feel like, the enemies blend into, like, the dull gray of the background. The enemies blend into that a little bit easier to see them against all the visual noise. Would be nice. I died? No! I couldn't see who was hitting me. There's so much going on my screen. I need the enemies to pop a little bit more visually from the background. But I still think it was a good run. I just, like, could have easily won that. I couldn't see where the enemies were. Looks like we unlocked some new things here. Prototype Genius is a new character we can play as. Got the organ bladder, new organ unlocked. Only 2 things. I guess it makes sense. We did lose, right? And so this is the guy we unlocked here. So they have 3 health, but it has low stamina. I don't know what that's. I'll get maybe that's speed, because your speed's 450. Your speed's 500, so maybe your stamina means you start off slow, or there's another mechanic I don't know. But the cool thing about this is it starts with 4 brains and has a max capacity of 8 brains. So you know how to spend a bunch of points to unlock 4 brains? This guy just has 4 brains off the bat. And the organ next to your brain has plus 50% efficiency, so that's just like you're just gonna have more damage right off the bats. But he's a little bit slower. But overall, I think he's just gonna be straight up better than this guy in every way, shape, and form, which makes sense because you're just a starter guy, and these are like the guys we unlocked. But yeah, like I like the game, and I'm gonna do this series on the channel here, and I hope you all enjoy it because you're gonna get some more of it. but smash that like button. Let's go!